Never snitched the rule, a lot of y'all forgot to play by.
We're following breaking news right now. Delaware State Police have just identified the man who shot and killed a Delaware State trooper on Tuesday. Now, police say 44-year-old Raman Rose shot Corporal Matthew Ty Snook from behind at this DMV in Minquadale, Delaware. After being shot, Snook apparently pushed a DMV employee out of harm's way before Rose fired more shots. As police responded, officials say Rose fired more shots at the responding officers. A Newcastle County police officer then shot and killed him through a window from outside the DMV.
On a weekday afternoon in late December 2025, the Delaware Division of Motor Vehicles on Hessler Boulevard in Wilmington was open and operating normally. Customers waited in lines. Clerks worked behind counters. A uniformed state trooper sat at the front desk on an overtime assignment, providing basic security and answering questions. That trooper was Matthew Snook, 34 years old. The man who walked in behind him was Raman Rose, a 44-year-old Wilmington resident. According to investigators, Rose entered the building as any other customer would. He did not force his way inside. He did not cause a disturbance. He waited. Police say Rose approached Snook from behind while the trooper was seated at the reception desk and opened fire at close range. There was no argument and no warning. The attack was sudden and targeted. Even after being shot, Snook remained conscious long enough to push a DMV employee out of danger and tell them to run. Gunfire continued briefly as customers fled the lobby.
Oh, shit. They can see him through the lead. They out here banging.
Within moments, the building emptied. Rose did not immediately escape. Law enforcement says he remained inside the DMV as officers responded. As police moved to contain the scene, a Newcastle County police officer outside the building fired through a window, striking Rose. He was taken to a hospital and later pronounced dead. Investigators have said Rose acted alone. No accomplices were identified. No device or secondary weapon was reported. Authorities have not released a motive, and public records have not indicated that Rose made any statements before or during the attack. Snook was transported to a nearby trauma center where he died from his injuries. His death was ruled a line of duty killing. He had served with the Delaware State Police for roughly 10 years and was working an overtime detail at the time. 2 other people were injured during the incident. A second trooper was treated for minor injuries not caused by gunfire. A woman inside the DMV was hospitalized for minor, non-gunshot injuries. Another person was evaluated at the scene and declined treatment. The setting amplified the shock. The DMV is a controlled but lightly secured environment designed for routine government business, not armed confrontation. Rose was able to walk unarmed, approach an officer at close range, and fire before anyone could react. After the shooting, DMV offices across the state were closed. Investigators secured the building, reviewed surveillance footage, and began reconstructing Rose's movements from the moment he entered until the final exchange of gunfire. There was no chase and no prolonged standoff. The violence unfolded quickly and ended just as fast. By the end of the day, Rose was dead, Snook was dead, and a government office meant for licenses and paperwork had become a homicide scene. No broader threat was identified, and no additional suspects were named. What remains is a narrow but unsettling set of facts. The shooter entered without resistance, selected his target, and carried out the attack in seconds.